everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearthstone 4 Kaiserreich Afghanistan. It's a time for attempt number 2 of the Anglo-Afghan War. So here's my thoughts for this time around. Because we know when we press this button, we're going to get 20,000 manpower, who cares? But more importantly, we're going to get free tribal raiders. We're going to get 3 tribal raider armies for free. And I believe there used to be, I think it used to be able to do this in the American Civil War as well. But if we edit this template, because right now it's just basic cavalry. If we were to theoretically modify this, we have tank divisions. We do not. We don't have tanks researched, because that was part of my. We do not. Okay, that was part of my plan this time around, but clearly that's not going to work. So what we're going to do instead, we're going to get the tribal raiders, and we are going to, because we do have our 44 army experience. Is it a little bit cheating that we're using a mod? Kind of, yes. But at the same time, I use this mod every playthrough, so who cares? Some people probably care, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. We're going to try to break the game a little bit. So we're going to get these infantry divisions ready to go. Actually, he uses more. Does a cavalry use more? How much? Actually, yeah, no, we want these all to be cavalry divisions. Because a cavalry edition actually has more rifles in it. Because here's my plan. No, go back. Replace all your cavalry. Replace all you with cavalry. All with cavalry. All with cavalry. 3,000 guns. We don't have any support divisions, unfortunately. So we're going to save this. 19. Okay. I'm going to add a second save game just so I don't have to do that again. In case we need to try this a third time. But what should happen? Yes, just overwrite this old save. What should happen now is when you press this button, we get those 3 divisions. They should deploy. They should deploy as those, like, 50 stack units. So you press the button. You are now... You have 3,000 rifles each. So here's my thinking. We take these armies. We immediately disband them. We now have 9,000 guns. Or we'll have 9,000 guns. Then we're going to take these militias that we have. And we are going to just train up. We can have up to 7, I think. And we should immediately have the rifles. Because we disbanded those other units. New division 6,000. Did I do this wrong? Did I not wait for them to actually be deployed first? I feel like when I disbanded those units, it should have spawned us with 9,000 guns. We might need to try this again. Because okay, never mind. I know exactly what the issue is. Let's load this again, and this time I won't screw it up. We need to deploy the... We deployed the wrong army. We're gonna get our free tribal raiders. Disband them, and we're going to build a bunch of trash militia units. And just see if we can maybe flood out a little bit more. Yes, get our free manpower. Immediately disband these units. Follow that up. We're going to train up. Just train up as many militias as you possibly can. Okay, it looks like we get to whatever number this is. 14 divisions, I'll take any penalties. We're going to have horrible maximum supported divisions, but that doesn't matter since attacking is not what we're here for. So once again, we're going to try to attack, move our way towards all these major cities. And the more units we deploy, the better I think it should go for us. We're actually going to try to take both these ports in several different ways. You're going to move your way towards Delhi, and you're going to move your way towards these cities. I don't expect you to capture all of them. That's okay. We need to get these guys up to, what, 20% deployed before we can actually deploy them. But as long as we spread our front or our borders out pretty wide, hopefully the Dominion of India gets a little bit flustered. And deploys our units in non-optimal positions. Okay, so we know that you are in this port. But I think it's time for us to go over here. Okay, the Shias have fled the war. That is okay. I'm not too concerned with that. what should happen, if it happened last time, yeah, we're going to keep you here. You're going to move your way into this province, which means that I now go towards the port. You might win both these battles here, actually. We're at 8% deployed. We need to get them up to 20%. And we can get a handful of units that way. How many units are on this line? All of you. Okay. Okay, more declaring war on the socialist. And our progress is still, I think, going okay. All things considered. You over here that we got over in Karachi, you're just going to sit there. We need to hold the ports. I think that kind of goes out saying is that the ports kind of need to be owned by us. Okay, no, you're on this line. Stay there for a moment. We're currently at 12% for you. And we just need to try to flood before the rest of the Entente can arrive. Otherwise, we might have some problems. We know that Dominion India has a decent number of units. And being able to, like, yeah, we just need to kind of outnumber them. What we're going to actually do is we're going to move this guy down here. Okay, Delhi has fallen. And guess what? You are now in the defensive Delhi. And you're actually a pretty decent unit to have there. But once we move down here, we should hopefully get this one infantry to want to capture this province. Which he does, because he's silly. Okay, now immediately move here. We're going to lose this territory, but that's fine. At least for right now. We're holding major victory points that we need. And now, we can get the cavalry, deploy all of them. Immediately deploy them onto this front. They're going to have horrible, horrible modifiers, but that, I think, should kind of be okay. Fingers crossed on that one. I mean, we can look here. What is our penalty? Organization's garbage. But I mean, actually, that's it. The reinforcement rate's really bad, but we shouldn't ever have more than one unit in any province. That doesn't really matter. And factory output is not a big deal either for us. You move up towards Peshawar. And now that we have a lot of units, we can start trying to just kind of move them around the country. We own both ports. So the Entente cannot send any units into the country unless they do naval invasions, but the AI, I'm pretty sure, will not think about doing that. So we're going to have you sit here. Sit in that province for now. We got some more guys here. That's okay. They're trying to take over in Delhi. We actually have our best unit in Delhi right now. So, mwah. We do love to see that. We will go for the state armories just so we can get free military factories. Because we shouldn't, I don't think, have... Yeah, we basically have no guns. Any cities over here? We do got one city in Gwadar. Yeah, as long as we can kind of defend this whole line, we should at least do, I think, relatively okay. We might not even actually want an actual front line, because I think that actually might screw up our position a little bit, surprisingly. Maybe not surprisingly. It's going to get the AI to do things I don't want them to do. I want everybody to be doing a very, very specific task. Yes, you're going to come down to here. Beautiful. Move your way down to this city. You're still doing okay. Again, we don't have any convoys, which probably could be an issue in the future, but right now I don't think it actually is. And I'm not too sure where we need to get to Dominion India to actually get them to capitulate. I should have actually looked that up before I tried doing this. But, you know, that seems like... Okay, we did lose one unit, but honestly not so bad. And we can actually maybe get some surrounds with our units here. And maybe try to kill some of their units. Because you will not have any supplies going forward. Actually, draw out this whole front line. And let's actually put all of you on this. Except for you. I want you staying here. I'm going to go here, but I want you to move your way towards these cities. And I think this guy in Delhi should reasonably perform. Again, reasonably. Let's see if we can maybe do a little bit of damage to this guy over in the north. So how many men do you guys have? Because if we have more units than you do in terms of pure numbers, we should... 14 to 32. We have 18. We could theoretically deploy more units than you. In which case, we'd be able to kind of maneuver around. Having more units than your opponent in Hearthfire 4 is very, very good. Because it basically just allows you to advance more efficiently. Please go to these cities. You hold position. Actually, you can move back down to Peshawar. And you're going to come up to here, but that actually doesn't make a huge difference. Actually, it might even allow me to surround you a little easier. And you know what? How about you instead take this journey and take these cities? You're going to deploy back to this front. You come over here. I know it doesn't really actually do anything for you. And you're capturing some lands. I want you to move over here. Unit in Delhi. He's still not doing very, very well, but he's doing better than I would otherwise expect. Do we need to take the city in Kashmir? The answer is maybe. You know what? That does seem possible for us. As one of the requirements. Again, I should have checked. And what we're actually going to do right now is we're going to do a last stand. So our troops in Delhi and our troop down in Ahmedabad do not, like, die. So you can do a last stand on you. You can probably get the kill on this guy. He did, unfortunately, relieve his surrounds. And there we go, the third treaty. You know, let's save the game, just in case they don't give me everything I want. This is if you do a full annexation. I don't know why you'd ever want to do this. Let's see if you give me everything. And you actually would. You actually gave me everything I could possibly want. Do you have any claims here? You're actually core states. It's actually incredible. You're actually very good units. So just like that, we have managed to win the war against the Dominion of India, which I think is actually rather impressive, honestly. Let's see what else is happening around the world. Got Alash Orda at war with the Russian Republic. I think that's basically about it. So I think with that, it seems like a good time for us to end this episode here. So hopefully you enjoyed our very, very short Afghanistan playthrough, which will be uploaded today, the moment I'm recording this. So like right after I upload it, I'm just going to start streaming. But yeah, no, I think that went pretty well. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, and goodbye.